Ahead and jump right in. So, Dr. Kim, negotiating, nothing to lose, negotiating your worth. What's the proper way to do that? Because if you do it the wrong way, it could actually work against you, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Jermaine. And so that's why tonight's topic was really derived from a discussion I had with a coworker and then another client that I was actually consulting. When you think about it, Jermaine, tonight, Winning on Wednesday, is titled Nothing to Lose. And how do you negotiate your worth in the workplace? Well, first of all, Jermaine, listen, you set me up very well just a second ago. It has been my experience now that most people, particularly women, now have a fear of negotiating. And
Right.
so the number one reason that people do not negotiate their salary, or even when they have a promotion internally, they do not negotiate out of fear of being rejected, out of fear of saying the job being taken away from them.
Right.
And so what I want to share with us as believers on tonight and those who are out there listening, one reason we are afraid is because we attribute our worth to our work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And so instead of negotiating our experiences, our skills, what are our educational accolades or backgrounds, or even our adeptness to perform a particular role, we are afraid to negotiate because we feel that what they offer is based on our work. We feel that what they offer is based on our value and that they have made the proper assessment.
Right.
When really, Jermaine, and while listeners, those of you who are out there listening tonight, I want you to think about it. I started my career in human resources. And so when you're thinking about salary and writing job descriptions, they're not writing this description with you in mind. What they're doing is they base the offer off of what is in the budget, the level of responsibility for the job. And so it's really based off the functionality and then what's required for that particular role. And so I want us to understand that on tonight, Jermaine, that we're going in based on something that's pre-required. They don't know you. They're setting this salary based on these prerequisites that they put in this job description, okay? And so a lot of people think negotiating, especially believers, we feel that it's not biblical. But I want to share with you that the Word of God tells us, Psalms 112:5, conduct all of our affairs with justice.
Right.
So that means if your heart is right, your hands are not dirty, and you conduct all of your affairs, I want you to understand. Listen, Jermaine, when people think of negotiating, they think of haggling, right? You think of a car salesman, or you think of something of that nature. But negotiating, by definition, means to obtain or bring about by discussion. And so if you think about it, while listeners, the discussion you are having is not based on your value, but the value of work that they require you to do or that you will begin to do. So let me say that again. The discussion, the negotiation, the discussion you are having is not based on your value.
Right.
Your value is already determined. The Lord's already told us that. The Word of God tells us that.
Right.
Okay? It's already determined. But the value of work you do is what you're negotiating. All right, the salary. So I want you all to think of that. So some practical things that I want you to walk away with on tonight. Practical things, okay? Number one, approach the discussion objectively. Remove all of the feeling, well, they need to pay me more because I have all this education, because I have, no, let's approach it objectively. Gather your data, check out, salary.com, or go to the job market database and start to compare where you are in your experience, your skills, the actual size of your company, like those types of things. So you want to approach it objectively.
Right.
Okay? Number two, organize your thoughts, because most of the time when I'm sitting with clients or sitting with people that I'm working with in the workplace, what they typically do is they come in and I say, well, what are you looking for? What, and they don't know the exact number. So
Right.
that's number two is organize your thoughts. And number three is pick the top range.
Right.
Listen, because we fear so much, we are afraid that people know our limitations. We typically go into the discussion based on our weaknesses. And we talked about last week about your strengths and weaknesses in the workplace.
Right.
Well, you're going and talking about your strengths. And so you pick the top range, but most of the time, Jermaine, I'm telling you, Winning on Wednesday, wow, listeners, most of us will pick the middle or kind of low middle because we want to play it safe. Well, I'm telling you on tonight, wow, listeners, go big or go home. It's time to stop playing small. It's not about what you deserve. Mm-hmm. It's more so about what you're going to identify as, based on the discussion, right, the value of work that you do.
Right.
All right. And number 4, I want you to know what factors is going to make up your bottom line. Know the factors. Sometimes you'll go in there and say, and actually people have come to me they would show me their offer letters, and I've had individuals come to me and say, hey, this is an offer I received. I'm not sure. Can you help me out? I said, well, let's see the job description. Let's go over your resume. What are your experiences? And we write down the things, then we pull up the set. And I said, okay, you need to negotiate about $3,000 more. Well, why do you say that? I think I should be made 10. Well, based on what the job requirements are and the value of the work that you're going to be doing, you want to make sure that you do it not about a fair margin, but you want to do it in justice, right?
Right.
So that is what I'm saying. You want to not go in and try to beat the system. You want to go in and know that I'm going to be doing this level of work, and I'm going to bring that to the table. So last but definitely not least, be prepared for the no.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, Jermaine, and Winning on Wednesday, listeners, be prepared for the no, but also be willing to walk away.
Right.
Matthew 6:34 tells us, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. I am encouraging you all to release every transaction to God. So before, as a believer, when you receive, whether it's internal or external, you want to make sure that you want to leave every transaction with the Lord, but you also want to, and you also want to make sure that you're painting a clear, objective picture of why you're going to have this type of discussion. Wow, listeners, on tonight, I just wanted to elevate you and educate you on not your value of who you are, but the value of the work that you're going to continue to. That's all I have on tonight, Jermaine. And Winning on Wednesday, listeners, I'll see you all next week.
And that is so good, Dr. Cameron. Just let me add this part to kind of speak to real quick. And when we are at that negotiating place, you have to negotiate with confidence. If you don't sound confident in your ability, if you don't sound confident in the number that you're asking for, then they're not going to believe you. So just kind of talk about that a little bit as well.
Oh, my goodness. Jermaine, critical. Mm-hmm. Critical. Now, I always tell individuals, preparation breeds confidence.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
The more prepared you are, the more confident you are in this negotiating type discussion. Mm-hmm. And so when you have these factors in place, you are now building your confidence. You're building your case. You're putting yourself in a position to negotiate effectively. Your confidence is shown through your preparation. You see, when you walk into the room and you have this discussion and you're well prepared and you are not going in off a feeling, you're confident. You pull out the facts. You say, well, based on my research, based on so your preparation will build your confidence. The reason we lack confidence is we're unsure about the facts. We're unsure about if we deserve it or not. It's not about what you deserve. It's about the value of work that you're going to contribute to.
All right, Dr. Campbell, thank you for helping us win on Wednesday. And as always, we want you to share your contact information. There may be those out there that want to hear more, see more, and get their hands on some of your material. How can they reach you?
Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited. Go to my website, drkimberlyellison.com. That's drkimberlyellison.com. And I definitely want to continue to connect with you on social media. Go to Facebook and Instagram. I am Dr. Kimberly Ellison on both platforms. And on Twitter, I'm Dr. K. Ellison. I remember last week someone sent me a message in regards to the topic and said it blessed you. Another one of my listeners reached out to me, and she got a promotion. And she was just sharing with me how WOW has blessed her life. And so I just want to say, let's stay connected. Go out there, take a look at some of the courses, some of the sessions. And again, I would love to connect with you.
All right, Dr. Campbell, thank you so much. And we will do it again next week. And until then, take care and be blessed.